Between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Big Daddy Kelly, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm really excited to see what this rookie can do. You know, he's getting his feet wet up here in the big leagues, and he's learning the hitters, and the hitters are learning him. And right now, he's been doing okay.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Another 0-2 home. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees our first pitch temperature. The 1-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Ooh, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Again, a 1-2. Ball 2.
Seems like he's throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
This is a really good at-bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Almora. Gone. to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Into the box now, Rusty Red. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back. Stepping in now, Rico Black.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Nobody out, runner on first. He's running towards second. Pitch inside, the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Hey, not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
So digging in now, J.J. Watts. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner goes. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Arrieta is ready. Here comes the 3-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Almora going back on it. Still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Into the box, Chubby Ali. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. 2 out, nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
In now, Antonio Moose. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, he executes the sinker, but the batter put the ball in play, and sometimes you just find a hole. Tough break for the pitcher.
Standing in now, Shorty Mack, and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Into the box now, Coco Brown. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 5 and the Cubs nothing. Here's Ben Zobrist now, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. 1-1 now to Zobrist. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
1-2, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Marlins. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed standard baseball.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now, that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Big Daddy Kelly. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Line, but speared on a hop. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kiki Bones. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Well, that curveball's on the outside half. You usually shoot it the other way, but he stayed with it. And because he got the barrel in the right place, he still got a base hit.
Into the box, Rusty Red. And this is fouled at the plate. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. And yet another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. And again a throw over and the runner back. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Running yet again for second. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw goes over to third, and they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Rico Black. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
In now, Jake Arrieta. A fairly clear sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out. Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. And he pops up the bunt attempt, and he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out.
The batter, left fielder, Kyle
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In for strike 2.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Rico Black. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-2 one more time. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, J.J. Watts. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping in, Chubby Ali. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
Into the box now, Antonio Moose, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Almora is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. One and two.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that in there about mid-90s and put it past him.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the pitch. This is pulled into right. Brown is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Grounded to short. Black on the grass. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. To his left, Mack. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Brett Anderson answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Anderson.
Shorty Mack will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count gets him excited.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Coco Brown. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit hard to short. Russell has it. On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 35, Big Daddy Kelly.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Daddy Kelly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch on the way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Standing in, Jason Hayward comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Bounce to first. Moose has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. Mack is there in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number
Still
5,
a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Kiki Bones. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Here's another 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. On the ground to the left side. Russell gets to it. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the game, and I know infield single, but he doesn't care. Man, 3 hits in a ball game, he'll take it.
Into the box, Rusty Red, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Pickoff move to second, and the runner will get back standing. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now he'll go back to second another time here. And the fans don't like this at all. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You could see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it. E6 all the way.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in. Runners are at first and third with none out. Standing in now, Rico Black. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So coming to the plate, J.J. Watts. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs have scored. Now 3 runs are in, and he is in at third as he clears the bases with a triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Into the box now. Chubby Ali drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit, and the run is in to score from third.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. 4 runs here in this half inning. And again he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. In now, Antonio Moose. And this one's in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopper foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch popped up. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Ready for another shot now. Shorty Mack. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. And that retires the side. So it's 4 runs on just 3 base hits. 1 error. And no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 9 and the Cubs nothing. John Jay will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 30, John Jay.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Schwarber.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Back up the middle, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Matt, I don't know about you, but man, I love offense, and 6th inning to get the first hit. Let's go, boys. It's getting a little boring. About time.
Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo takes a knee-high fastball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Two men are on with 2 men out. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Carl Edwards Jr. gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Coco Brown will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bryant is in his tracks now, and he puts it away for the first out.
The pitcher, number 35, Big Daddy Kelly.
Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy Kelly getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Fouled straight back.
Well, clearly that changeup the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he was right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
Back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 30, Kiki Bone.
Ready for another shot now. Kiki Bones. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air to right field. Brown sprinting after it. He's got it one away.
The batter, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Well, Matt, they've all seen him at this point, and clearly they're not picking him up much better. Do you see the swing on that pitch right there? Nasty.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Bones. And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready once again, Albert Almora. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 2-1. Here it is to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 9-0.
Inning stretch.
Striding in once again, Rusty Red. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Now batting, shortstop, Rico Black.
Coming to the plate now, Rico Black. A couple of walks for him thus far. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward at the track. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Standing in now, J.J. Watts. Just hung in there on that one. Another payoff pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Chubby Ali.
Nope,
and a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop. Pee-wee Kelly will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 8, Pee-wee Kelly.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more, courtesy of the solo home run. Pee-wee Kelly will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 8, Pee-wee Kelly.
Javier Baez is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Goes the other way with it, as this is in the air down the line in left. Bones is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Lead looks in. Brian Dunzing comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Dunzing.
Striding into the box, Antonio Moose. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Shorty.
Digging in the switch hitter, Shorty Mack. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
That ball was hit pretty good. I like the single, but man, the only reason we're talking about a single is how the defense really executed. They played deep, no doubles. They didn't want the ball in the gap. They were able to cut it off and hold him to a single.
Into the box, Coco Brown. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, just keeping him close. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt.
Now batting.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now to the plate, Big Daddy Kelly. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Calvin Kelly will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Calvin Kelly.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
3-1. Here it is. A fastball right over the outside corner.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Hard hit ball to second. A spin and a throw, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Miami, but they're still in front 10-0. Calvin Kelly comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with.
Calvin Kelly.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stat.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Now batting.
Hey, they teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts. At least that's what they say.
Here's Addison Russell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Hey, it's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Jason Hayward.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
First and second now, 1 man out. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. A payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Albert Almora. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Line drive to left. That's in there, base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Line drive to left field, and I didn't think the runner was going to be able to score on that. That's just a great job of hustling and a nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-3 at the end of this contest. Miami get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Jake Arrieta worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins.